Have you ever wondered how farm animals have shaped human history? From survival to society to the modern world we know today, animals have always been at the center of our story. Today we're going to be exploring the history of farm animals, and trust me, it's a journey way more surprising than you may think. When we talk about farm animals, we're referring to species humans domesticated thousands of years ago. These animals don't just provide food. They give us labor, materials, and stability. Their domestication marks a turning point in humans' development, helping us shift from merely surviving to thriving and building big communities. This enabled humans to turn from hunter-gatherers to town builders. Domestication changed everything. Before we tamed animals, humans constantly moved. They followed food sources such as herds, but once we learned how to raise animals, we could breed them and depend on their meat, milk, and labor to start building up civilization. Domestication helped create agriculture, which eventually led to cities, trade, and even ginormous civilizations. Farm animals were essential in shifting humanity from nomadic cultures to settled farming communities. Cattle and sheep made large-scale farming possible. More food meant people could stay in one place, develop social structures, and even build civilizations around agriculture prosperity. Cattle were among the first domesticated animals. They gave early humans milk, meat, and help with plowing fields to build farms. Sheep were another early farming animal, and these transformed early economies. Sheep were mostly farmed for their wool, which became one of the most valuable resources across ancient cultures. Goats were also a very large early domesticated farm animal, and goats were prized because they could survive almost anywhere. Mountains, deserts, and rocky terrain. They provided milk, meat, and durable hides. Here's a quick timeline of what we're really looking at. Cattle and goats were domesticated around 10,000 years ago. Sheep followed shortly after, around 9,000 years ago. And then pigs were domesticated about 9,000 years ago, a little bit after sheep, across both the Near East and China. These early steps laid the foundation for agriculture as we know it. Most domestication happened in regions ideal for farming, especially the Fertile Crescent and the mountains of the Middle East. These regions allowed humans and animals to interact closely, forming relationships that evolved into early farming practices. In places like Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley, early farmers built the first systems of animal husbandry. Their knowledge, feeding, breeding, and managing animals became the backbone of their agricultural societies. Much of today's farming still relies on these early discoveries. Farm animals didn't just give us food. Cattle brought both meat and milk. Chickens provided eggs, which are a giant food source that are still incredibly essential today worldwide. These animals serve as the foundation of nutrition, making people much healthier across all cultures. Before machinery, animals really were our machines. Oxen plowed fields, horses pulled carts and transported goods, and also allowed people to move much more quickly across different nations. These labor roles increased production, expanded trade, and helped societies grow exponentially. Animals also supplied essential materials. Like I said before, wool from sheep alongside leather from goats and cattle. These materials shaped clothing, tools, and even symbols of wealth throughout history. In many cultures, farm animals held spiritual and symbolic meanings. They appeared in festivals, religious ceremonies, folklore, and myths, representing prosperity, strength, and connection to nature. Over time, farming evolved from small family plots to large-scale agriculture. This led to surpluses, specialization of labor, and the rise of modern farming techniques. But it also raised new questions about sustainability and animal welfare. This led to selective breeding. Selective breeding allowed farmers to choose animals that best fit their needed traits. For example, more milk, better temperament, or stronger bodies if they were a working animal. This shaped the many breeds we know today and increased efficiency for growing populations. As we move forward, understanding the history of farm animals helps us build a much more sustainable and ethical future. These animals shaped our past, and with the right choice, they can help shape a better tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you thought of today's video. See you guys again soon.